Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Yesterday we were watching for one more low to form as further evidence that indeed our circle 2 here completed as possibly a flat correction. Well, we did get that one more low. Let's take a look at what the update was yesterday on our Discord server for gold members. It was it was here. It highlighted still only 3 waves to the downside. One more low would be further evidence that wave 2 completed. A break above 2,565 would mean that a more complex wave 2 is unfolding and wave 3 would need to restart. But it actually shortly afterwards gave us that 5th wave to the downside. And as you can see now, if we go back to the live chart, it formed this 5th wave. I have to zoom in a little bit further. But you can also see that the 5th wave is quite substantial. So it's quite a long wave 5, which is kind of unusual. Therefore, we have to be ready for potential changes in the microstructure. This doesn't necessarily lead to a change in the overall assumption. However, we still need to be ready because this is not perfect in terms of Fibonacci levels. Indeed, the wave 3 is shorter than 5. It's not the shortest one, but it's shorter than 5, and that is kind of unusual. Therefore, I have to be ready for potential direct extensions to the downside in case this is a 1-2-1-2 setup, but that also has problems. If it's a diagonal to the downside, then this resistance area, however, should cover it as well. But either way, whichever wave it is seen as a corrective rally for now. So I don't see the rally as impulsive, which would be bullish. And I will not see it as such until we get a proper 5-wave move up that also breaks above initial resistance. That's typically a confirmation for a trend reversal. We need to see a 5-wave move up and a break of resistance, okay? And the resistance area that this yellow wave count gives us is defined between 2,433 and 2,508 USD. It's the area between the 50% and the 78.6 retracement of the last decline. And then from there, we can watch for a 3rd wave to the downside as highlighted in yellow. And then we would be watching for another 4-5 pattern. It could eventually take us down to around about $1,800. There's a long way to go for the bears, but they seem to be leading at the moment. The yellow scenario is the preferred scenario at the moment, just for various reasons that I explained in the last video. This chart, however, the bearish setup on the ETH chart has problems compared to Bitcoin's. One such problem is that, one problem is that this decline seems to be only in 3 waves. So indeed, it might be a larger diagonal. I mean, we have to see. It's not entirely clear at this stage, but we might be dealing with a larger diagonal pattern there. So be ready for potential larger rallies potentially, let's say larger corrective rallies within a downtrend, choppiness, as we always get it with these diagonal patterns. So that's what I'm tracking here on the ETH chart. So it's not a straightforward downside impulse. We're also still holding the orange support region, and that is defined between $2,207 and $2,319. In fact, the price actually reacted to the golden ratio level there at 2,319, and it is the pullback in a wave 2 in white. Why is that important? Because in any bullish scenario, the price should ideally not break below the 78.6 retracement. So the bullish count is still valid. It is maybe not highly likely. It is maybe not the preferred one, but it is still the second most likely one, right? I mean, I wouldn't show you an unlikely wave count. It is still likely, but less likely than yellow. Still, we have seen a reaction to the golden ratio level. Anybody who followed previous videos or anybody who has access to our charts knows about that level. So it shouldn't have been a surprise that the market does give us a reaction to that Fib level. That's why these levels are on the charts. But it is at the moment not expected that the reaction is going to be strong enough to generate a rally to new highs. Still, we have to be watching for it because some people might want to play the long side, okay? But it also tells us that the yellow scenario, which is, as I said, bearish, that would be further confirmed with a break below the 2200 level, which is the 78.6 retracement. That's the update about Ethereum. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.